Question: are you in hesitation limbo to make a tiny purchase? Back in a few. I don't know what's wrong with that countdown timer. It never did that before. It seems to need a little oxygen to get it going there. I'm sorry about that. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. But I am a firm believer that there are times when it pays to spend a little money, and it is called an investment. Now, on a teensy tiny scale of investments, you, in my honest opinion, are going to get more bang for those couple of bucks that you're going to spend on the following book. So I'm pretty much giving you a positive answer right away. I don't believe in stalling a listener forever and ever and ever for an answer, but let's talk directly about the book. Let's speak directly about the author. What on earth is Janet talking about tonight? Okay. Anyway, I'm mentioning this book to you. The name of the book is Living on Almost Nothing. The author's name is Amber Storck, Storck. Okay. Now, most people viewing probably know her already if you're a YouTube viewer and if you love to watch frugal type shows, such as Amber's channel, but her actual handle on YouTube, her channel name is Prepper Princess. If I said Prepper Princess from the start, you would have known immediately. All right. Now, many times in the beginning of the show or at some point during her show, for the last year or so, you will hear her mention, the book that she has authored, which is Living on Almost Nothing. So I, Jen, had been meaning to buy this for about like a year. I kept saying, oh, yeah, you got to buy it. Oh, yeah, you got to buy it. Make a note. Yeah, you got to buy it. And you know how like life happens. And even though the good intention is there, I mean, it really was. So I said, no, let me see, what month was it about? I would say this had to be mid to late February of 2022 that I said, you are going to get this book today. So a little bit of silly procrastination happened unwittingly. But am I glad that I did? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to explain why. Now, for those viewers that are familiar with Prepper Princess, okay, she is a forthcoming person. She tells it like it is, by the way, which I really, really appreciate, actually, because there's something to me, a very honest feel about the way she presents on camera. This is my opinion. I really, really respect that. But back to the book. Okay, so when you first read the book, the words to me jump at you. What do I mean by that? It's one thing to watch a video. It's another thing to read a book. And am I an avid book reader? No. I tell you the truth. I'm serious. When I was younger, loved to read books. I don't know. When I got older and, I need my trusty reading glasses, then it seemed a little bit more like a struggle. So what I did was I ordered the ebook version from Amazon. That's where I got the book. I said, oh, good. I could stretch the page and it made life, easier for me. So the other book, this is funny, about a year ago, I bought the book, The YouTube Formula by Daryl Eves, another wonderful YouTuber. I got like tons of valuable information. So if you're a content creator, also check out that book. Just saying. But let's get back to what we're talking about tonight. And that's the book review for Living on Almost Nothing. Now, like I said, it's one thing to watch a video, and yes, you see visually what's going on. But when you read a book, for some reason or another, I don't know if this happens to you, but I had certain revelations throughout the book that maybe I might have heard about a little bit, on the channel, but not the way it resonates through the fantastic writing. Amber, if you're listening to this, and I hope you are, honestly, you are a very creative writer. Just saying, for real and for true. And you are offering the viewers, the readers, valuable information. See, here's what I like about the book, because it goes, first of all, when you start the story, it jumps right into kind of not the greatest decision that might have been made. I'm not giving away the book. I'm not giving away the book, but I'm just explaining something here. So Amber gives away kind of like a mistake that was made at the tender age of about 18, how it kind of changed the trajectory of her life. Not necessarily in a great place either. Okay. But I'm not going to get into the exact details. But I can tell you this: there are tons and tons and tons of lessons learned, of lessons that I myself picked up from the book. And it's not a gloom and doom book. This is what I like the most. I don't know about you, but I like positive messages from which I will gainfully receive value from. And this is coming from a frugal person. So those that know my channel by now know that Jan from New York City Saves Money is a frugal person. And yes, oh, and just to mention to you, just to mention, Amber, if you're listening to this, I had intended to to record this book review well before I even knew you were a viewer to my channel, of which honestly I did not know until one day about, I don't know, X number of weeks back. You said, love your channel, Jan. I was like, what? Because I have been watching your channel since like forever ago. I am like so humbled and so honored by that. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. It's just that myself, that I was like, procrastinate. I want to do this. I want to. How many people out there have this, like, I want to do this list? And you really mean it. You really mean it in earnest. You want to do this. And then what happens is the stuff that you absolutely have to prioritize at the moment, that ends up getting done first. Not that it's last on the list, because you still really want to do the thing. And one of the things I wanted to do was get the book. And so I read it. I enjoyed it. I walk away a better person from it, because Amber, otherwise known as Prepper Princess on the YouTube community, let me tell you something. You're going to get value. You're going to get specific tips, specific things. There's no blurriness about it. It is a very clear presentation. So do I recommend the book? Absolutely. And I'm not a book reader that much in my older age. So for me to read this was like, yeah. The cost is very, very reasonable. And I strongly suggest that you head on over to Amazon, is where I got it, to get the book. So thumbs up completely. And this is coming from Jan from New York City Saves Money. And in this case, spend that tiny amount of money. You will walk away a more valued person. On the next thing I want to mention to Amber, if you're listening, that this was a really, really funny thing that happened not that long ago. I had just made 2,000 subs at the time. So I'm like watching my numbers going up, like, what's happening here? Okay. So then all of a sudden, one of my subscribers tapped me on the shoulder and mentioned that you shouted me out on your channel. I have no way of reaching you directly, so this is my best way to reach you. Talk about an honor. I am honored beyond honored. I am humble beyond humble. And I know you don't think of yourself as a celebrity in your eyes. You're not a celebrity. You are a wonderful human being with amazing thoughts. And you help people. And you've been helping people for quite some time. And I take my invisible hat off to you for it. Thank you ever so much. But in my mind's eye, you kind of are a celebrity. Just saying, just saying. So thank you so much. And thank you everyone for listening. Please head out and get the book. Don't delay. Do not procrastinate. Okay? Okay, there you go. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for listening to this special presentation. I really appreciate every single one of you. Have an amazing, fantastic night. I'm going to close out the show as soon as I find my closeout music. Where are you, closeout music? It's like this thing gets stuck. I hate when that happens. Back in a minute. I ask one favor. Please share this video and please get the book. because you're doing yourself a favor. Have an amazing night. Take good care. Good night.